members of the State Executive Council. We just added one more member to that Executive Council. And she will be coming with a wealth of experience, very vibrant, very competitive State Cabinet Council. Congratulations. Chairman and members of the Statutory Commission that are here present, thank you very much for your leadership roles, your various activities. The big body of permanent secretaries that are here. While Cabinet got one, the Prime Sec as usual got two. So addition to that big body of permanent secretaries. I still don't know why they call themselves body, but that big body of permanent secretaries, that's the most vibrant body of permanent secretaries. Thank you very much. Our newly sworn-in cabinet member, Dr. Goldmyne, Olu'S, our newly sworn-in permanent secretary, Mr. Goldmyne, and Mrs. Sanwo, a section of retired heads of service that are here, representative of the chairman of our party, Honorable Goldmyne, members of the Governor's Advisory Council, former commissioner, former chairman, development, and Babatelity, heads of government agencies that are here. You can see a very, very vibrant, actually wearing members of the Health Service Commission, especially the Apex nurses that are here to support one of their own. Yes. But today, very, very happily, a member of the Lagos State Executive Council. Meaning that nurses are making great things, yes. Making great intervention. Yes. Thank you very much. There's a lady wearing that orange glasses. They asked thought she was one of the nurses. So I was hoping that she would get up about it. You know, but our glasses cannot go without being used. You are acknowledged. I imagine that is no plan. The governor will acknowledge you. Spouses and friends of the newly sworn-in cabinet and permanent secretary, especially my namesake, Mr. Master Babajide Ibrahim Bello. I'm actually very shy now because I call it full. So let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I want to welcome you all to this very simple, very important ceremony. The swearing-in of cabinet members or body of permanent secretary is an important constitutional requirement that not only is it solid, but it's very, very important. And it takes, I believe, people to the highest level in the service of the government. It is therefore my honor to congratulate, well, we'll start borrowing the doctor, Dr. Kelly Goldmyne, the newly sworn State Executive Council member, here today, the 3rd day of November 2023. And your appointment having been confirmed by the State House of Assembly. I therefore want to welcome you to the most vibrant, highly cerebral Lagos State Executive Council. Expectations are high But we know that the world of experience you are bringing, the professional skills you have acquired, your expertise, and your doggedness, we believe will shine you out and stand you tall amongst your peers in the cabinet. So once again, I want to congratulate you and believe that you will immediately settle in so that the government and the people of Lagos can harness your full potential and help actualize all of the earnings that we look for in your portfolio. She will be designated as Special Advisor Health. Thank you. My happy congratulations also to Mr. Olu'S and Mrs. who have just both been sworn into this very, very enviable position of the body of permanent secretary in the most vibrant civil service in the country. Public service in Lagos prides itself as a beacon and as a shining example of what public service is and should be in Nigeria. And so, to be so appointed and identified from a very, very rigorous exercise to be a member of this body of permanent secretary is worthy of celebration, and I think it's been appropriately defined as the most outstanding body of all bodies of permanent secretary in our country. I think it's important to also note that to achieve those levels, they've gone through very extensive competitive exercise, and that exercise continues to be where we pride ourselves as doing things differently in Lagos. We know too well that the pressure to be permanent secretary is hard, but we always pride ourselves that it's the very best of the whole lot that we bring out at all times. I want to congratulate Mr. Olu'S, who will be permanent secretary in the cabinet office. An extremely very, very, very important position and portfolio, I dare say. And also, Mrs. who will be permanent secretary in the Teacher Service Commission sector. You can see that indeed these are very strategic and very critical assignments that have been given to them. But we know too well that given their pedigree, given their years of service in the service of Lagos State, they will fit in and they will settle in into this position very, very quickly. The expectations are high, the rudiments are intense, and I know that you have all it takes to not only support the body of permanent secretary, but also assure me of the confidence that the head of service and myself have in your capacity. So I want to wish you the very best in your assignment. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the service of Lagos State, both at the executive level and also at the permanent secretary level, presents a new level of expectation, a new level of defining what public governance and what public service is all about. We pride ourselves as very sincere and very forward-looking government to always ensure that all of the promises that the people of Lagos State have given to us are not in doubt as to what our capabilities or what our capacities are. I know too well that everybody sitting, almost all of them on my left-hand side, are self-starters and are people that will continue to drive themselves to ensure that the service in Lagos State is next to none. We're confident that our Gabriel Lagos Rising, which we promised at the second beginning of our administration, is on course. We promise to ensure that gender equality, the youth, social inclusion are always cardinal as part of our delivery. You see it here also being reflected. Out of 3 people that were sworn in, 2 were women, and that speaks to the reason why we believe that is always the very best that almost must attain the highest level of position in the gospel. I can assure the men that they are not endangered in any form. So there is nothing for them to be worried about. There is nothing for them to be scared of. Right? But you know too well that when you put a woman in a position of leadership, not only does she bring everything she has, she is also multi-dimensionally talented to serve at the very best. But let me remind all of my appointees that this comes with great responsibility, and the expectations of the Lagosians and the public service are very high. We'll expect you to continue to work with us to ensure that good governance at the minimum is what we deliver, so that the real dividends of democracy is not lost on our people. We'll be counting on your ingenuity, we'll be counting on your innovative ideas and minds, we'll be counting on your commitment and a purposeful leadership in your areas of responsibility. Be rest assured that we will continue to make the environment conducive for you, to put in your very best and expect the very best from you. I want to also congratulate members of their family who have also turned out in large number, both acquired family members and extended family members. I want to congratulate you. I cannot but acknowledge the very, very unique committee or body or association of Apex nurses. I know too well how important and how seemingly, I'm looking for the right word to use, how togetherness, there's a word that I'm trying to, unity. Well, okay, so to say it is unity, but truly, really, we should thank you. We should thank you for the great work you are doing. We know how difficult that work could be. We know how demanding that work could be. We know how high expectation, of the patients that we serve could be. But we are confident that for as long as you are in the service of Lagos, for as long as you wear your purple, well-tailored jacket, that the very best will always come out from all of you. Thank you very much. I want to wish you the very best. But I'm sure you know that after all of this, my compliments, right, I will also be looking out for you to ensure that my Apex at all times deliver the very, very, very best. Thank you very much. Let me also encourage other family members that the work that you see your spouse or your sister or your husband coming to do in Lagos City is a work of joy and pride. And we are excited that we can be here with them to celebrate with them. We want to ask that you join them, in prayer and ensure that they continue to excel in the position of responsibility that are given to them. And to my colleagues at both the public service and the cabinet, for us, it's a clear call. For us, it's a sense of commitment. For us, it's a sense of heavy dedication that everything that we have, we must put to this job. You have asked for it, you have begged for it, you have lobbied for it, you have labored for it, you have read for it. It's now the time for us to ensure that our very best is what we give at all times. Thank you very much. I hope to see as many of you as possible on Sunday when we'll be commissioning yet another bridge towards our Lagos Rising. Thank you very much.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.